All right, everybody, what is up? Oh, I forgot. Future topics we're talking about here. But anyways, going to go ahead and get tonight started off right, since I can't seem to have a good experience with Comcast ever, and they're just making my night terrible. Jesus, I got to tell you guys, like, if you can avoid Comcast at all, avoid Comcast. They're freaking terrible. Dank Teriyaki, yo, let's get it. That's a cool name. Matthew Parvu, I think that's right. Parvu or Parvu. What's going on, man? Vaxies Shaheen, I think I got your name right. What's going on, man? Dank, we'll talk about the event here shortly. If you guys have an issue viewing this, or if the connection seems super slow or super fuzzy, please let me know, because I get to have a follow-up call with Comcast here shortly, because they suck, and figure out why they suck so bad. Basically, let me pull this up. Let me get this. This shit is actually kind of funny before we get started tonight. This is actually really funny. So I want y'all to see this right here, this quick little box. All right, you should be able to see it. And what it says on the box is that it gets 1 gigabit download speed up to 2,350. You probably can't even see it. Oh, you probably can. Okay, up to 2,350 megabits on Wi-Fi. And they're telling me that my modem router combo doesn't support up to a gigabit, when actually, if you look at the very bottom of the freaking box, it says Xfinity on it. Xfinity. Oh, Comcast. I hope, like, seriously, I just hope you guys fail. I hope you guys fall off the face of the planet, and everyone who works in your customer service department burns in a special place. Oh, man, they get me heated up more than anything, but cool. Let's go ahead and talk to you guys. Miracle, what's going on, bro? White UGA seems good to me. Good stuff. Fabian, how was your seminar? We're definitely going to talk about that today. Don't worry about it. We're definitely going to go over that. And just so you guys know, there will be a produced video. So if you're looking to watch the full video, we ran a live stream on my account. Yeah, they want me to basically buy their modem router combo and rent that shit, and I'm not doing that. So, but anyways, the event went really well. It was crazy cool. I'm not going to lie, it sort of made me feel like a celebrity, even though I don't feel like a celebrity half the time. No, like 95% of the time. That would be that 5% of the time that I actually felt kind of like a celebrity for a little bit. It was just really cool, because after the event, like after I spoke, a ton of people came up to me and they were like, yo, this was the coolest talk we heard all day. You gave us more information than anybody else out there. It was insane. You know, there was just a lot of really cool feedback from the talk. So I was super pumped about it. But we're going to talk about some of the other stuff that I learned while I was there, some people I got to network with, some of the opportunities that I got presented to me, and then the future of my speaking career. Because so we'll just go ahead and kind of jump into it. Matthew Parvu says, how do I scale from 3 clients to 100 as fast as possible? I just started my agency 2.5 weeks ago, got a good foot in the door. So we'll talk about that in a minute, Matthew. Whew. All right, so I'm just letting you guys know this is not going to be an hour-long video. It's probably only going to be about 30 minutes, so we don't have a ton of time. So I'm going to breeze through some of this stuff very quickly. We're going to do the mentorship giveaway, and that's really it. I've had a long week already. Probably I've already put in about, what's today? Thursday. So I've probably already put in about 70 hours, and it's only Thursday. So again, this one is not going to be a super long video, but I'm going to get some questions answered. I'm going to hang out with you guys, and we're going to have a quick chat. But guys, just help me out here. If I have helped you ever and you're watching this video, I would love it if you would throw a up or a thumbs up on the video right below the actual video itself. Just click thumbs up. That helps the performance of the video. Because you guys know I do this out of the kindness of my heart. These live videos, we actually give stuff away. I take my time to sit here and answer these questions for you guys, and it really helps the performance of the video when you guys throw it up like on there. It helps other people just like you. So if you've ever struggled with digital marketing, or if I've ever helped answer a question for you, throw a up thumb on the video, so that way other people who have these same issues can get help like you've been getting. Because otherwise they don't get the help, and they miss out on all this content and all this, free stuff that we give away, like course mentorship or mentorship courses and just the free information that we give out on this channel. So thank you for those thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. Also, if you don't mind sharing it to your page, that's a little extra, I know, but if you feel like doing it, that would be awesome as well. So let's talk about this event, because I met some really cool people. I found, some really cool information, some new softwares that I'm going to be testing and looking at here shortly. So there's a lot of really cool stuff that I want to talk about. Number one, I got to meet this guy right here. I'm going to hold it up. Hopefully you can see it. You might be able to, you might not. But basically, his name is Andrew Malcolm, and Andrew is the CMO, which is a Chief Marketing Officer for Evernote. He's the guy who comes up with the marketing campaigns for Evernote. And do not email him. Seriously, he will not respond to you if you do not already, he gave me his contact information, so please don't screw me over by emailing that guy. He's not going to reach out to you or talk to you unless he already knows you. I promise you, this guy is crazy busy. He was the CMO, basically the Chief Marketing Officer before he took over at Evernote. He was the Chief Marketing Officer at Skype. So that was really cool. He did a super crazy talk about how he actually took Evernote and saved the company about a year or two ago, because they had 60 weeks total, it was $60 million. No, I'm sorry. I'm messing up the story. They had $11 million to spread out over 60 weeks. And if they didn't start generating some more revenue, more than they were spending, then they were going to go out of business. They were going to be one of the first big tech giants to flop. So he actually saved their company. And what he talked about, and the reason why I'm so pumped up about this is because it was talking about marketing strategies that actually don't require you investing any money in paid ads or creating content or anything like that to generate more revenue for your business. And so these are principles that you can take and apply to your clients. It's something you can take and apply to your marketing agency. But essentially what he did was look at the product or service that they offer at Evernote. And they did the same thing. He took the same tactic and applied it to Skype. They were having a lot of issues with Skype and with Evernote, trying to get people to download their service. But not only that, pay for some of the paid features, right? So he had a big issue at first getting people to do that, or at least the company before they took him on had a big issue getting people to do that. So what he actually did was he focused on a lot of the issues that the company was having itself. So what he did was he basically mind mapped this whole process out. He looked at the entire customer journey, any features that they could use with the products or services that that company offered. And what they did was they looked at where people were getting hung up. So for example, with Skype, one of the big issues that he looked at was that people weren't actually calling people. They weren't using the call feature, right? You had the video call feature that people were using, but they weren't actually using the phone call feature. So what he did was he looked at the entire process and noticed that if they added a dial pad for new users, that they would actually start to make phone calls. They increased their revenue by 11% just by taking the dial pad. They noticed that there wasn't anything that actually told people that you could call someone on a phone call other than the actual call icon itself. But people aren't motivated to call people unless they're shown that they can take that action on Skype, right? So what they started doing was basically any new user would start they would put that dial pad as one of the first things that that person saw on their web browser, on their phone, whatever it may be. So that way they knew phone calls were an option. So that it's genius. What he did was he looked seriously at systems they already had in place. They looked at the software, the business model, the actual customer flow that they had in place, and said, how can we optimize this without spending any money to get more users to use our service and ultimately use our paid features, right? So you can take this same principle and apply it to your customers. You'll want to look and say, okay, well, where are customers getting hung up in the process? And you could look at things from their website, the email marketing that you're doing, whether it be Facebook ads or Facebook posting in general, whatever content you're using, and look at the entire process, the entire customer journey, map that out, or have the business owner map that out. And then you start looking at it from an overview type perspective and say, okay, where can we add value to this customer where they're not currently using our services now? it was just a really, really interesting talk from a business manager or a business owner's perspective to see, okay, you don't always have to look at, you know, the ads. You don't always have to look at the content. Sometimes it's just the business service itself and the customer flow that you need to look at. You need to break down, and you actually need to say, okay, here's the issue. Here's a hang up point for that customer. This is why we're not getting more people to take advantage of that service, right? So if you're looking at maybe, you know, trying to say you have a customer who has, you know, your $2,000 package, right? But they're not comfortable with, you know, upping their package. And it's not because they don't have the budget, but maybe it's because they don't understand email marketing and how it could apply to their business. So that is a hang up point, right? That's where you're not able to increase your revenue or basically upsell even more to a customer that you already have because of the fact that they're not aware, right? So it's about it, you know, making sure that everything that you do with your customers and that your clients' customers, you know, the information that they take in about that specific business, that it all makes sense, that they're aware that it even exists. Because if they don't know that it exists, then you're not going to be able to portray that message to that audience. So one thing I'm actually going to do is I'm going to break down his entire presentation. And he's actually sending me some templates of how he went about doing this for, you know, Skype and for Evernote. He's actually going to send me those templates because I went up to him afterwards. Obviously, I was super pumped about his talk. So I went up to him afterwards and I started talking with him so that way I could get him to send me some of that background information that I wanted to learn more about. So don't worry, we're going to go over that at some point in the near future. I'll probably put together a produced video so you guys can get a look into that and how it went. Some more updates though, you know, because I'll save that for another video. It seriously is. It was an hour-long keynote talk where he had everybody in there listening who was a business owner or a high-level manager. So it was super, super cool. And since we have some more people on, guys, again, just to help the performance of this video, make sure other people can see this video, throw me a up thumb or basically a like for this video. So that way other people who need this information can get access to it. There are tons of people out there who are just like you or started off in a place just like you where they didn't really know what they were doing or they needed some more help or some more guidance. Every up thumb that this video gets more viewers to this video. People who might have never seen this video before, you know, it's going to introduce them to this brand and to the content that we release. So please, please, if I've ever helped you or if you've ever been in a spot where you haven't been able to, you know, get the information that you're looking for, or you were struggling, just throw a thumbs up on that video. Also make sure to comment, ask me questions, things like that. So let's talk more about the Digital Summit. Number one, I got offered to come back to any other events that I wanted to go to. Basically, they said, hey, you know, we really loved your talk. You got a ton of great feedback. Where do you want to speak next? So in November, I should be coming to North Carolina to do a talk there in Raleigh. That's their biggest event that they have. There's roughly 3,000 to 4,000 people at that event. They have like parties. They have all kinds of stuff at the one in Raleigh. So if you guys are near the North Carolina area, you're going to want to hop in on that event. It's in November, so you still have time to get early access tickets, which means you won't pay as much. A lot of people waited till the last minute to get to the Atlanta summit, so they ended up paying like $500–700, something like that, where they could have got it for like $150–200 at early access. So if you're wanting to see me, if you're wanting to get to meet me or talk to me, get some more advice, stuff like that, I will be coming to a city near you. I promise. They want me to go out to Colorado and do one there. They want me to go to, I think it was San Francisco or San Diego and do one out there. So we're setting things up. We're definitely going to be traveling here pretty soon and coming across the US to a local city near you. So don't worry, I'm going to get to meet a lot of you here very soon, but you do have to make sure that you show up to that event because I'm not going to be able, like when we're at that event, that's all we're really doing because it's a huge learning experience. I had tons of people come up to me afterwards. They want me to do a bunch of consultation and training sessions. I'll be up in North Carolina again, probably for a mastermind training session with the SBDC in Rockmount or Rock Mill. It was one of the cities up there. So it's super, super crazy. Like I'm crazy pumped about the opportunity to do some more speaking events. So it's going to be really, really great. What were 3 online trainings that were most impactful for you? One of the best trainings that I've done is Maxwell Finn's course. I'll tell you guys that right now. If you're looking to really hone in on Facebook ads and really become an expert, the guy's been doing it for years and years and years, and that's all he does. That's all he focuses on is Facebook ads. So if you want to learn more about Facebook ads, I recommend Maxwell Finn. If you're looking for more agency related content, I'm going to give Ruwan a shout out. Ruwan Marino. If you haven't seen him, he's on YouTube. He talks a ton about SEO. You'll want to definitely look into Ruwan Marino. Let me get his name, and it's actually kind of hard to spell. Hang on one second. Let me copy and paste his name in here for you guys, because if you're looking for content on SEO, I'm telling you, you're going to want this guy in your list of people that you're following. He and I are actually doing some content collaboration here very soon. So I'm telling you, you're going to want to look at his channel on YouTube. I just put his name in the chat. So he's another guy that's super important. And I've learned a lot from him just about SEO, some extra tactics that, I wasn't even aware of. So Ruwan is really cool. Again, we'll be doing some content collaboration here. If you guys want to see me do some content collaboration with somebody else, make sure that you write their name in the chat box, or send them a message and send them my information and say, hey, we think it'd be cool if you did, something with Jordan. I'm looking for more people to do content with. If you guys are aware of Jack Shepard, me and Jack Shepard are going to be doing some talks about entrepreneurship here very soon. And also, who else? Patrick Kenny. He's on Facebook. He does more of the Forex space, but he's done a really, really great job at creating a personal brand on Facebook and growing a large following on Facebook. So if you want to learn more, Patrick Kenny on Facebook, that's a guy you're going to want to look into. So it was super, super cool to, get to talk with those guys. We're all setting up content, or at least they're all setting up content with me to work together. So you guys are in for a treat here over the next few months. We're definitely getting some exciting stuff together. Also, I don't know if you guys know this. Let me see a thumbs up, or actually not a thumbs up. Write yes in the comments box if you guys are looking to get into personal branding this year, because if you are, I have a super special kind of announcement for you guys. We are launching a personal branding course. We've already got the outline for the course. I believe it was over 150 topics that we're going to cover. So that means probably around 300 videos. We're also, now that I've got some time off from events and from all of this other stuff, we're actually in the process of updating the Serial Entrepreneur Academy Digital Marketing School course. So if you're in that course, you're going to be getting some new content here very soon. For all of you that are typing yes, if you would like early access to the course, you're going to want to send me a message on Facebook. Or reach out to me in some way, because we are releasing it for early access for only $2.99. The course is going to go up to anywhere from $9.99 to $12.99 for the personal branding course. So if you want early access to that for only $2.99, you're never going to get that price again. You're going to want to send me a message on Facebook, either reach out to my personal page, so that way I know that you're serious about it, or reach out to my business page, so that way I know that you're serious about it and that you really want to learn some more about personal branding. And really, the cool thing about personal branding is you just take any hobby that you have and you create a brand about it. That's it. You create a revenue stream all about a hobby or an interest that you have. So it's super easy to do. You just need to know the steps to creating a personal brand, how to do YouTube videos like this, how to do Facebook videos, how to create the videos, how to do research for topics, for SEO, stuff like that. So there is a ton that we're going to put into this course and build into this course. And a lot of it will leach over into the digital marketing school. So luckily, if you're in the digital marketing school, you'll get a few videos from the personal branding course, because we're going to add some of the same content over there. So guys, there's all kinds of benefits. Also, the digital marketing school is going to be increasing in price very soon. So if you're not in, you might want to get in soon. It's only $3.99 right now, and we're increasing the price up to $599. All right. That means the payment method plan is probably going to be about $325. So that's about $650. So get in before the price goes up. We're doing that in the next week and a half. So you got about 8 to 10 days until the price increases. If you haven't bought it yet, you're going to want to check that out. The description is in the link below, or the link is for the Serial Entrepreneur Academy is in the description below, or you can just type in Serial Entrepreneur Academy on Google, and I promise you it'll pull up the course. What's your opinion on Sam Ovens? His course seems pretty popular, but it's $2,000. Here's the thing. If you're not at a very high level, that would be something that I would purchase. So if you're just starting off, it's not a course that you want to jump into, because he is more high level. He focuses on business owners who are making 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures, and gets them to 7 figures, 8 figures. Okay. So if you're looking at Sam Ovens, I recommend his course, but not in the beginning, not if you're still working on getting your agency off the ground, starting to make your first 5,000, 10,000 a month. That's not really for you yet. But that is a great course. So I mean, at some point you should definitely look into Sam Ovens. He does have a lot of really cool free content as well. So that's a little bit of the updates. Let me go ahead and get into the not the mentorship group, but the private group, or the open group here, the public group for everybody. And we'll answer some questions here really quick because it's about 9:21. So we've got about 15 minutes left. Is the course, in this course, do teach Facebook ads? Two guys in one. I teach Facebook ads in my digital marketing school. I'm also going to be teaching it in my personal branding course. We might have Maxwell Finn and Jeremy Adams come on and teach Facebook ads. So that's going to be a huge benefit if you're in the personal branding course, because I won't be putting that in the digital marketing school. That's a little different, and that's kind of an agreement I've worked out with them. So, that's the difference. Oh yeah, Matthew, let me get back to you. How do I scale from 3 to 100 clients as fast as possible? Here's the thing. It takes commitment and an understanding that a lot of those customers are going to drop off. So you're going to have a lot of customers that come on, and you're going to have several that drop off, either because of budget, either because, maybe you didn't get the results they were looking for. Marketing is a not churn and burn kind of game. It really is a churn and burn kind of game, but you'll have your base customers who will stay with you forever. And then you'll have your churn and burn companies who they're, smaller businesses, so they can't afford to do it consistently, or they didn't get fast enough results quick enough, So you'll have to understand, and this is any marketing agency. I want you to understand this isn't this isn't just my agency. This isn't just your agency or even the big agencies. Like when I worked at my marketing agency, which was a $4 billion a year media company, we had a churn and burn rate of about 70%. 70% of the clients that we got in our marketing agency side of things were leaving, after 6 months to a year of coming in with our company. And then we had our 30% of customers who are our bread and butter customers, who they stayed with us every single year, increased their budgets, because that's what it really takes. You have to stick around for a while to really get the results that you're really, really looking for. A business owner is looking to double, triple, quadruple their sales. That's what they think marketing is going to get them in the first 2 months. And that's just not feasible. You have to do a lot of testing. You have to do a lot of content creation. You have to do, different ad strategies. You have to find out who the market really is. And a lot of these small and medium-sized businesses, they really don't know who their customer is. Believe it or not, they don't know who their customer is. And you're going to have to do a lot of the research on that to figure out who their customer is, what kinds of campaigns best suit their customers or their audience's needs. And so that was what's really cool about some of the talks that we got to see this weekend. Matthew, why not try higher end clients instead of so many? That's the other thing, Matthew. I would also recommend, getting into the 5,000, 10,000, 15,000 plus clients a month. And it is not impossible. A student of mine, Kayla Haley, messaged me today. She's had several 15. Okay, let me kind of lay this out for you. Kayla started off in biology. She went to school for biology. She started in my program a year and a half ago. Now she's making about $45,000 per month. And she messaged me today, picked up another $15,000 per month client and another $3,000 per month client. So she's approaching like $65,000 per month, $60,000 per month, something like that in revenue for her agency. So don't think that just because you're new, you can't get the big time clients. You definitely can. But do you know enough to really convince the big time clients that you're an expert digital marketer? And that's what my course really shows you guys is, look, you're not going to be able to get it all in, just a month. There is a lot of training and education that goes into this. It took Kayla 4.5 months to land her first client. Okay. That was just her first client. And now we're at a year and a half later and she's up to $50,000, $60,000 in revenue. So, it takes time, it takes effort, it takes education. But if you're willing to invest that time and that money in educating yourself, you can definitely reach that point. I would say, to say that you're going to get them really quick is impossible. You're not going to get them really quick, especially if you're starting off by yourself, because you can only do so much in a day. And if you're bringing on new customers, that means that you have to start taking time away from acquiring customers and managing the ads and creating content and all that stuff, right? So there's a give and take, and it kind of just fluctuates with what stage of the business you're in. So eventually you will be able to, but to get to 100 clients, that could take you several years, and I'd imagine it will take you several years. Most businesses don't, just get like 50 clients in a month. That's not how it works. Okay. So my recommendation is to focus on clients that are doing around $5,000 to $10,000 to $15,000 per month, That way you're able to scale faster because you're able to pay people to do the services like, Facebook ads management, content creation, copy, design work, scheduling, administrative work. You're able to pay those people when you get those hiring clients, which means you can scale a lot faster. Let me see. Looking to purchase, will review your plans now. I truly have 427 Instagram clients I market for, but really want to get into the 1 to 2K a month clients by doing ads and social media management for them. How do you get a hold of the decision makers? I can't get past gatekeepers when doing cold calling. Dank, that's because you're doing cold calling. I hate cold calling. I don't preach for it at all. I talk about networking. I talk about going out and meeting people in person because it gets you a better result. Another person you're going to want to look into, seriously, you guys can learn from this guy. He's only started about 1.5 years ago in his digital marketing journey. But this is a guy you can learn from. His name is Mark Gaheda on Facebook. He's also known as Mark himself on YouTube. This guy, what he does, his approach is genius, and it's what I recommend to people because it's a form of networking. All he does is he goes to business development centers. He goes to Chamber of Commerce's. He goes to big buildings where there's multiple clients there, right? Multiple potential clients. And he says, hey, I'm going to host a seminar on how to get better with Facebook ads, or I'm going to host a seminar on how to create a content marketing plan. And he teaches people how to do that, and then they pay for his services. That's all it is. He's not doing anything crazy. He's just going out. He's giving out value to a big group of people. He buys them all lunch. So he goes to a catered company, buys them lunch from a catering company, sits there, does a presentation, and that's it. He gets 1 to 2 clients every single time he does that. Why? Because you're showing them why you're the expert. You're showing them why you're going to be able to get them results. And if you do things like that, you'll have a much better outcome. Dank Terry, okay, so I think this is in your course and want to learn it. Been watching you and we trust your work. Dank Teriyaki, great question. Same. Try an in-person approach. White UGA said it all. Try an in-person approach. I found it's a little harder to say no to someone's face. Exactly. Just what I've noticed in my sales job. Thank you. That's perfect. Half the time they aren't there or busy. I'm trying to acquire veterinarians. So that's the thing. You have to catch them when they are there and when they're not super busy. Another thing is if you're just going in and saying, hey, can I talk to this business owner? That's not really going to get the job done. You actually need to go in and provide them some value or provide them, a leave behind, maybe a document or a template that they can use to get results. Don't just go in and ask to speak to the business owner. Actually go in and try and give them some value. Omar, what's going on, man? All right, so we're at about 9:30, so I'm going to, okay. All right, so if you weren't here, I'm really sorry for you, but this question was earlier in the video. You guys have got to start hopping in around 9 a.m. or 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so that way you can get the full-on experience of these live events. And just so you guys know in the future, on our live events on Thursdays, we give away 1 mentorship course, sometimes 2, sometimes 5, depending on the event. But if you guys want to win access to this mentorship program, which I know there's guys in here who can tell you that the mentorship program is sick. Like there's just so much content. It's way better than, you get to engage with me, and it's a smaller setting, smaller group setting. So you get one-on-one attention and your questions answered very quickly. But if you guys want access to this mentorship program, we give one away every single week. So get here at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time so that way you can follow the whole video. And the reason why is because I ask questions about what we covered in the video. And if you answer the question properly, if you answer it first and answer it correctly, then you're going to get that course, right? So, all right, guys, today's question. Are you guys ready for the question? If you're ready for the question, type a yes in the chat box so that way I know you guys are ready for this question. And so that way I know I can go ahead and start giving it out. We got a bunch of people in here. Also, if you haven't liked this video, I'm going to be able to check this. If you haven't liked this video, you don't win. I'm not going to give the course to you. I'm going to go back and pick somebody else. So make sure you like this video. Throw a thumbs up on the video if you actually want to win the mentorship course. James Larson says it's awesome. Throw a like on the video or you're not going to get access to that course. I promise you, I will not give it to you. I will revoke your access if I find out that you did not like this video. So just make it easy. Like the video. So that way you can actually qualify to win the mentorship program. Now that you guys are ready, now that I see some likes coming in, cool. I see that you guys are paying attention. The question of the day, and I hope you guys were here early enough for this part of the video, and that's why, again, I recommend you get in as soon as we start. But the question I'm going to ask is, I was asked to speak at another marketing event. I've also talked about this. What city am I going to be speaking in next? What city and state? It's a city and state. What city and state? You don't have to get the spelling right for this one, but what city and state am I speaking in next, coming up in November here very soon? I'm speaking. It's another digital summit event. What city? Oh, Grant's very close. It's not Asheville, North Carolina. It's close. You got one part of it. White UGA, you just won a mentorship course. So yay for you. I'm glad that you actually paid attention. I'm definitely not going to Tampa, Florida. Definitely not Washington, D.C. Definitely not Asheville, North Carolina. It was Raleigh. So White UGA, make sure you reach out to me on my business Facebook page. That's Jordan Steen, or Serial Entrepreneur - Jordan Steen on Facebook. Make sure it's the business page and send me a message there so I can get you your promo code so you can get in the mentorship course. But guys, I have always loved doing this with two guys in one, says son of a bitch. That's great. That's great. He's so pissed off. Dank. Hey, guys, just keep coming back. Make sure you pay attention. I'm telling you, the best way to do it is just pay attention, take notes on these videos, because we do go over a lot of really cool stuff. We go over a lot of really cool information in these videos. And again, I'm doing this out of the kindness of my heart. I do it for you guys. I do it for free. So, you know, I want to make sure that you guys are paying attention in these videos. And, you know, normally today's a little different. We're cutting it short today just because I've had a super long week already. But usually these, you know, Q&A sessions go about an hour long. So if you're looking to, you know, really take advantage of all of the information, we go through so many questions. Like, just go back and look at some of the past ones where we answered a ton of questions. I promise you, you'll see the value that we give out in these videos. So just make sure you show up early, make sure you get here on time, and I promise you, you'll be able to win these, you know, these free mentorship courses that we're giving away. Sorry about spelling, bro. Got too amped. White UJ, it's all good, man. I'm glad you got it. My Canadian ass don't know the specifics. All I knew was North Carolina. Matthew, that's great, man. Hey, that's okay though. How about this? Next week, if you're on the live video like we're doing right now, next week I'll give away 2 mentorship courses. How about that? Does that kind of make up for not winning today? I'll give away 2 instead of 1. So next week, make sure that you're on the course. And I want to tell you guys something, because I see a lot of other people like me who do this type of thing, and they do like $100 giveaways or iPad giveaways. Here's my thing. I can give you $100. But what's the old saying? You give a man a fish, right? Or you give a man food, he'll eat for a day. You teach, or not, it is give a man a fish. You give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. You teach a man to fish, he'll eat for the rest of his life, right? That's why I give away the courses, and I don't give away money. I don't give away iPads. I don't give away other shit, because here's the thing. If I teach you how to make the money, then you're much better off than I just give you $100, right? That doesn't make sense to me. When Ty Lopez gives his iPads away or his shit like that, he should be giving away free courses. The dude can afford to give away a free course, and he never does. How many times, please, somebody, if you have ever seen him, or say yes or no. No if he hasn't, yes if you have seen him do it, but have you ever seen him give away a free course? No, he doesn't freaking do it. And he's giving away all this money, all these iPads, but it's not what you guys actually need. You need the information. You need the learning materials that are going to get you to that next level, right? So that's why we give away mentorship courses, mentorship programs, because I know that it's much better for you guys if you get free information. I'm never able to make it to these live streams. Holy crap. Thanks, Jordan. White UGA, I'm glad you made it to this one, and I'm glad you paid attention. Dank, I'm sorry, buddy. Matthew, I'm also sorry. Ty Stingy. Yeah, dude. I mean, the guy doesn't actually give away actual value. He gives away money. He doesn't give away value. And that's the difference between me and a lot of other people. I'm going to give you guys free course opportunities. You just show up to these events. You take part. You engage and everything. I promise you, I'm going to hook you up eventually. He will give $300 to guess people's ethnicity instead. Yeah, that shit right there drives me nuts. I would much rather give away a course, give away a mentorship program or a mentorship session. We might actually do some free like one-on-one training session giveaways. If you guys would like to see free one-on-one trainings, like where you and I pick up the phone and we have a phone call and talk about your business and things you need to be aware of. If you'd like to see that type of opportunity, let me know in the comments section below. Because I do want to actually, you know, test that out and see if you guys would be interested in that. But yeah, just let me know in the comment section below if you would actually like a talk with me, like on the phone or via video chat, something like that. Just let me know. I'll buy you food, bro. I'll buy you food. I love it. I love it, man. You guys are so nice. I really do appreciate you guys hopping on. I actually got to get out of here because I got to go talk to Comcast customer support since they suck so bad. But again, the produced video of me at Digital Summit will be up shortly. It's going to take a little bit because I got to get the audio file from them. So I got to get that back so that way I can, add it to my video. So that way the audio quality is perfect. What else? I'll be speaking in Raleigh, North Carolina here in November. They've already told me that they want me to come to that. So I'm pretty much set to do that unless something happens where they overbook and they won't need me anymore. I'll be at another event though on the East Coast. I promise you. We're looking to get applied to Social Media Marketing World. So we should be there. So you guys, just thank you so much for joining on these videos. I really do appreciate everything that you guys do to ensure that more people see my content and, get engaged, get, the information that they really need. So thank you guys again. I will see you guys next Wednesday. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, if you're wanting to check out the course, all of the links and information, free training, there's free training links down there. Like there's free Facebook marketing training links. There's digital marketing audit. There's starting a business. There's tons of free training down there. So if you guys are looking to get that free training, just check out the description. There's tons down there. Okay. Outside of that, guys, yep, there's an audit example down there. If you want to learn how to do an audit, there's the digital marketing audit template. I send it down there. There's a video on my channel about the audit. There's tons of stuff, guys. So, if you guys want to check that out, do it. It'll help you out, I promise. Until next time, though, I will see you guys next Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you're here on time so you can get all of the information so that way you can win your mentorship course. But White UGA 17, make sure that you send me that message on my business page, not my personal page, so that way you can get your coupon code. Outside of that, thank you all again for joining me on this live episode. I will talk to you guys next week. Serial Entrepreneur out. Later, guys.